Hey, what is going on, everybody? Boilon here, just to bring you a bit of a public service announcement here this morning. Yes, it's a glasses off kind of video, but that doesn't mean I'm necessarily raging here today, but there has been a bit of a change to what we would normally know as far as one of the events that's going to be starting up on Sunday, I think, which is going to be the Coordinated Assault Milestone. That's the ISO 8 energy milestone that you guys are, or that we're used to running. I want to talk about the differences though, because I noticed that there is a change between last month and this month. So I want to start here. This is the August version. This is the Techno Future version with the relay circuits. You can see here with the currency, and you can see just to the side of my head here that it caps out at milestone 20 at 100,000 points. Now, what do we have now? And it's this one, the mutated cells. This is, I'll zoom out one so you can see it a little bit better. So you can see that there's 20 milestones, but it caps out at 141,000 instead of 100,000. And actually, for the currency, for the event currency, you actually need 103,000, which is a slight increase over the last time. So it's not a ton, but it is still 3,000. The bar always seems to go up just a little by little, like every single time there's a new event with Marvel Strike Force. Now, what do you get though, I guess, as a result of these increased milestones? Well, I didn't calculate everything. Break it down if you must for the T1 ions, because that doesn't really bother me that much. But you do get some blue 4 ions, and you get 43,000, 48,000, and 53,000 for some total of, I believe it's like 144,000 or something pretty close to that. And the mutated cells is not 10 times what I thought it was, because you know how the event basically shifted from 50k to 500k, and I thought that maybe that the coordinated assault was just going to be like 10 times that amount. It was 3,600 before, so I thought it was going to be 36,000. I believe it comes to a total of like 18,200. I did it on my spreadsheet, which I don't seem to have open right now. So that is there anyways, but it is a bit less than what I thought it would be. So how do you get there now? And honestly, I'm just going to do some simple calculator math with you guys over how to get there. So if you're wanting to get to the 103,000, which is all of the mutated cells, and that's like the bare minimum. You'll also get 43,000 blue 4 ions for the alliance as well. Then you just go 103,000 divided by 24 members, assuming you have a full 24-man alliance, member alliance, sorry. And if you don't, it's unfortunate, and I know that some alliances do struggle with this event, especially my baby account alliance, who doesn't quite have a full set of 24, so we don't normally get to the end. But if you divide it by 24 anyways, that's 4291 over 7 days. It is a 7-day event, keep in mind. So you just divide that by 7, and that's about 613 ISO 8 energy that you need to spend over 7 days. Everyone needs to do this, all 24 players. If you don't, then you need to, compensate, I guess. If you have 20 players, for example, then you do 103,000 divided by 20 players divided by 7 days is 735. So everyone would have to compensate, 100 or so more, which isn't actually too bad. As long as you have at least 20 members, you should be able to get to the 103,000 anyways, I would think, because you do want to save your packs. And I do recommend everyone saving their packs. You can see that I have 420 out of 500 ISO 8 campaign packs. Where do you get that? You get that from your daily objectives mostly. I believe it's the RTA and Villains daily objective. I think you get something like 70 or 80 packs. It's like 1 and a bit ISO 8 refreshes. And so I always save this for these events up to 500. That way that when you're doing your refreshes during the event, you can get significantly more resources. You can get you can spend up to 4 of these per day without dipping into power cores, which we know the power cores is at an all-time expense right now because of typically where we use it. Now, we haven't seen it yet, but I think honestly, with the Braun event, I have a feeling that we might end up seeing it there. So, don't spend too much power cores if you can help it. However, if you do want to go the extra mile, if you want to get those extra blue 4 ions, which to be honest is not bad. It's like I said, about 144k. It's not a ton, but it is like a sixth of a character, and blue 4 ions are the real big crunch right now. So I would kind of push that way if you can possibly do it. So if you have a full alliance, then you take the 141,000 and you divide it by 24 people. That's 5875 over 7 days, and that's about 839 energy for everyone over 7 days. Now you do get I forget the number now because the energies do refresh quicker than standard campaign energy. I believe you get 15 per hour. I think it's every 4 minutes, right? And then every 5. So I think it's 15 per hour. So you get 15 times 24. Plus the 240 that you get from your 3 free refreshes. So that's just 600. So in order to get to that 840, basically, that you need to do would be at least 2 refreshes for every player every single day, for the 7 days in order to get there. Obviously, if you want to, you can use some cores if you don't have those packs saved up. But I think that's a pretty good trade-off because you're going to be getting quite a bit of blue 4 ions for the entire alliance too. So it not just helps yourself, but you're also helping other players. And so if you happen to have, some more ISO packs or more power cores than your alliance members, then it might be worth, helping them. I wouldn't dip into the 100 refreshes or anything like that, but if you can at least get your 450 refreshes every single day, that'll give you 480 energy on top of what I mentioned previously, which was 600. So you would be getting like 1080 a day for yourself, which would help you compensate for some other players in your alliance if they're not able to do that. So I personally think this is a good idea. I just wanted to raise this as a quick heads up for everyone else to know that this has changed, that things are going to be a little bit different when this goes live on Sunday. I think it's Sunday, honestly. I'm recording this really late at night. So when it goes live, I believe it said September the 4th, which would be Sunday at 2 p.m. So keep that in mind. Get your refreshes on, save your ISO 8 energy and packs, and collect those blue 4 ions because it's going to be really worth it, because we know that blue 4 ions is a huge crunch, that you're going to need tons of this for all of your horseman characters for Apocalypse, of course. So this is all at the end of the day. Everything is building up to that. So that's the end of this quick update. I'll have probably another video later on in the day as well. But until then, stay safe and healthy, and I'll see you all later. Boilon signing out.